And holy smokes, I mean, look at what the difference is between now versus 8 years ago during the first Trump term, right? This is Trump's net approval rating on February 10th. You go back to 2017, Trump was already underwater at minus 5 points on the net approval rating. That's approval minus disapproval. What a difference 8 years makes. He's on the positive side of the ledger at plus 4 points. And again, it's not just the CBS News poll. We're talking about the Gallup poll. We're talking about the Ipsos poll. We are talking about the Pew poll. All of these respective pollsters have Trump in a better position now than they did 8 years ago.
Dale Jackson here for Yellowhammer Now. If you find yourself asking the question, why in the world are Alabama Democrats and Democrats all over this country fixated on lying about Elon Musk breaking into your Social Security account, stealing your Social Security number, and stealing money from you, even when there is no evidence that is even happening? It is because they have absolutely no ideas on ways to combat what is happening right now. They're going to argue that we need to continue to allow waste, fraud, and abuse to take place. Of course they're not going to. So they're going to scream and bang the table because they have nothing else to say. Listen to Terry Sewell last week. Does this stuff make any sense to you?
Our phones have been ringing off the hook with constituents who are horrified and frightened that their personal information has been handed over to an unelected billionaire with no accountability to the American people. Let me be clear. Elon Musk has absolutely no business handling the personal information of American taxpayers, period.
Embarrassingly, that's a member of Congress. So is this, Yasmin Crockett from Texas.
For me to see someone occupying the Oval Office who's never actually been elected to the Oval Office and actually answering more questions than the person that allegedly got elected.
So you have these individuals making this scene all over the place last week. And then on the Sunday shows, you have Hakeem Jeffries, the congressman from New York, the guy who was supposed to lead Democrats into the future, completely dumbstruck by the idea that everything that Donald Trump is doing is popular.
Donald Trump's favorability rating is actually higher than it ever was the first time around. Let me ask you, a recent poll by Marquette looked at several of the things that he has done or says that he is going to do, and 63% favor federal government's recognition of only two sexes, 60% favor deporting immigrants who entered the United States illegally, 60% favor expanding oil and gas production, 59% favor declaring an emergency at the southern border. Is there anything you are seeing that Trump is doing that you are in favor of, that you think is the right thing?
Let me say, as it relates to all of those issues, we're just at the beginning.
So when even the members of the media that hate Donald Trump and members of Congress who despise Donald Trump are incapable of formulating a real argument against what Donald Trump is doing, because what he's doing is popular, immigration enforcement, cracking down on waste, fraud, and abuse, cutting the federal government's bloated workforce, all of these things are popular. So as they seek out opportunities to create chaos and drama, know that they're willing to lie to do so. That's where we're at. That's the state of play right now. And because of that, you're going to see them get even more desperate and more frantic as we move through this year. It's embarrassing. It may end up being effective. That doesn't change the fact that everything they're doing is inherently dishonest and based on the idea that they cannot understand what is happening right now and how they lost control against a guy they've despised so much for so long. The fact of the matter here, though, is simple. Donald Trump is doing everything he said he was going to do. And that includes appointing Elon Musk to head up this Department of Government Efficiency. They may not like it, but they can't pretend they didn't see it coming, because the American people saw it coming and they voted for it.